you are, before we actually do any more past that, explain who you actually are.
Okay, well, the biggest part of that is the songwriting aspect of it. So I write songs that I sing songs that I write. So I am from West Texas, Midland, Texas, and I currently live in DeSoto, which is a subdivision of Dallas.
Okay.
And I am a mother, I am a fiance, I'm a sister, and music is basically everything that encompasses me. So it's the way I express myself, it's the way when I'm sad, it's the way when I'm happy, it's full circle.
That makes perfect sense. So I try to keep everything lighthearted. So I'm going to ask you the question of the week, which I ask all my guests, no matter who they are.
Okay.
If you were to be an animal, any kind of animal, what animal would you be?
A lion.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be a gentle lion, but definitely with that ability to roar up when necessary.
It's funny because I've actually talked to 6 people this week that have said lion. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is my name.
So, as a vocalist, do you perform anywhere? Not currently. Well, actually, Texas is open, isn't it? So, do you have any gigs coming up or anything like that?
Not yet. I'm actually just throwing myself out there. So a lot of people have their careers and then now everybody's having babies. I did the opposite. I had babies and now my babies are no longer babies. And so now I'm pulling my full attention into music. So just really getting out there promoting the project that I just recently finished. I have done some performances before. I opened for the soul singer TK Soul. I've done some R&B reviews and things like that. So I'm really excited about this year. That's why I was like, okay, Corona, I need you to go wherever you're going so we can get this ship moving.
So when you do sing, you talked about R&B. Obviously, you do a bit of R&B, but do you do any other type of music as well?
Absolutely. I'm a lover of all music. I have written country songs. I've written hip-hop rap songs, folk. I just like good music, and I don't like to put anything into a box or a genre. Good music is just good music. If it's lyrical and it has a good beat, I'm with it.
Okay. So with modern music, and I'll be honest, I'm an old fogey. I'm sitting at 35. I look like I'm 50. But with modern music, do you feel that there's a difference? The old time R&B really had messages within it. It really had soul to it and stuff like that. And it was born out of well, let's face it, feelings and emotion. Do you feel that the new style of music has that in it still, or is that gone from a while?
That is a wonderful question, and actually I'm older than you, so this is a good question. So I definitely am from the mold of how you were just saying that it used to be so lyrical, so meaningful, and that's where I'm at with my music. And it's kind of a catch-22 because you have to be willing to be brave enough to stay along that line and not go with what's popular. And so I've fallen into that before. I've fallen into trying to write something catchy, trying to write something popular. And although it was good, it didn't feel true to me. And so with this latest project, it was definitely the intent was to stay with the soul, to stay with the intention, to stay with the meaning. And I have to just remember that what's for you is for you. So instead of going and chasing the fads, I stay true to me, and it will attract those who resonate with my sound and my music. So definitely I feel like there's a difference, but I'm very excited because as I'm on social media, I'm really feeling the vibe. I'm feeling a lot of people that are coming back and a lot of people that are saying we want real R&B, we want real soul. So I feel like I'm just in time.
That makes sense. I'm a country music guy. I'm from the middle of nowhere, and the old country has way more soul than some of the new stuff, right? Sure, the new stuff is fine, but it's half of it's about shaking people's booty, right? It's not what it was.
Yeah.
That sounds weird, but It's nice to go back and have some actual connection to the music. Trika, we do about 10 to 20 minute interviews. We're halfway through. Where can people actually find you if they wanted to see your music and stuff like that?
Okay, well, most of my music is on SoundCloud because it's for free right now. I do have it out on iTunes as well. It's on iTunes and iHeart, but on SoundCloud, Trika Smith, Treika Smith. But a lot of my music and videos are going to be on my Instagram. My Instagram is kind of like a MySpace resume. So I post videos, and it also has the link to the SoundCloud. So at Treik. So it's just my name without the A, Treik on Instagram. And that gets the bulk of it, and it also has the link to the SoundCloud.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in your music career? I know you said you got kids and stuff, but where do you see yourself in 5-10 years from now? Are you wanting to be a superstar, or are you wanting to really, I don't know where to go from there. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Well, I definitely want it to progress. I want to be whatever superstar is, but not in that fashion. So I definitely want the journey to progress, and as it progresses, I'm able to kind of evaluate, because I'm not like that person who likes to be in clubs a lot, who likes to, but I love to perform. And so I'm just basically letting the universe surprise me. It's like I'm open to this and whatever you surprise me with, because I've learned now that I could have all of these things in my mind of what I think it's going to be. And a lot of the times once we get what we think we want, it's not what we want. So, I want to be able to keep my substance and things like that, and I don't want the peer pressures and things like that. So I want to reach a certain level of success, but not at a certain cost. So just kind of whatever the universe has for me, I'm open to.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So what were your main influences getting to the R&B? Who are the people you look up to?
Wow. Whitney, Sade, Anita Baker, Lauryn Hill. I really love Beyonce, and I've grown over the years more and more with her progression and her messaging, and, so definitely Sade, though. I'm a big Sade right now.
Well, when we can't build the future without looking at the past sometimes, right? So sometimes taking those little pieces out of there is what works best. So we are sitting at 8 minutes. I'm going to ask you one more time, where can people find you?
On SoundCloud, Trika Smith, and Instagram at Treik.
Perfect. Now, the last question I always ask everybody, and you've been a wonderful interview. I want to thank you very much for being here. And I'm hoping my 100 or so followers follow you as well. The last question I ask everybody is, what have you done today to make yourself happy? And here's the thing. I know that you're allowed to go and do whatever you want, but half the world still isn't, right? So what have you done for yourself? Not for this interview. I know it's great, but what have you done for yourself personally to make yourself happy?
The first thing I do when I get up is meditate. That is a huge part of my life, meditation and prayer. So just finding that center, blocking out all the outside noise, finding that center, making sure I'm aware of my awareness. The mind doesn't roam, the awareness just moves. So being cognizant of what I'm aware of, what I'm thinking of, realizing that thoughts produce actions. So controlling my thoughts, and when I'm having other thoughts, replacing them with better thoughts. But that is definitely something I do every day, and I run every day.
So on a side note, I'm not actually an interview yet. With when you sing, do you feel almost a spiritual connection sometimes when it happens, when you're doing it? Or do you feel the ether coming to you, or whatever you choose to believe it is?
Absolutely. I mean, it has to, because anybody who chooses entertaining as a profession has to be a special individual to expose yourself to all this subjection and these opinions and things like that. So all of that takes place, and it doesn't stop until you actually hit the stage. So you're a nervous wreck full of anxiety, waiting to be judged. And when you hit the stage and the music starts, there's something that takes over you and says, okay, we're in the moment. This is your zone. And you have to tap into that. I don't know if it's an alter ego, that spirituality, or whatever it is. You have to tap into that. And that's what gives you that that courage and that strength. That's why a lot of entertainers, like they're like, I'm shy, but it's like you're all over the place doing videos, you're doing this, but they're really shy people because it takes another energy to be able to expose yourself in that way.
It's weird. In a normal social situations, I'm the most awkward guy in the room. But when it comes to this, I love doing this because it's just when we can talk. I want to thank you very much, Trika, for coming on. Once again, you guys can find her online. And Trika, we always end every interview with one simple thing, and I get you to wave. And that's it. So say bye.
Bye.